Naturally, I'm honoured to be inducted into the Wall of Fame today for King's High. I'm very proud to have attended King's High School. There is another King's High School, or secondary school in Auckland, and when I'm asked where I went to secondary school, I'm always very quick to say King's High in Dunedin. The school assembly today where I was inducted was something special, and I thank the rector Dan for organising that, and it was something special I will remember for a long time. Because I played my sports years ago, inevitably you're asked to compare with today's sports with what was in the past. It's very difficult to say that Rod Laver was better than Roger Federer. You just can't compare them because the equipment has changed so much. Rackets are now high-tech implements, whereas we all played with a wooden racket nowadays. Training is different. The balls, I don't think the balls have changed that much. The balls we played at Wimbledon had shaved felt covering to make them quite smooth, and they were quite fast. Whereas the hardcourt balls had a rougher surface and they were a bit slower, but then they do that today too. So I don't think there's a lot of difference in the ball, but in training and equipment certainly there is. I used to do a little bit of running for training, a few exercises, but that's about all. Didn't do that much. Yet I was regarded as being one of the fittest tennis players in New Zealand. Today, of course, the athletes are training daily in gymnasiums and with running and doing various things. So that has changed certainly. Prize monies, now that tennis is a professional sport, certainly has changed. In my day there was no prize money, or if you won a tournament, I won a number of county tournaments in England, and I used to get a £5 voucher, which also had written on it for engravable goods only. So there's no cash, you had to buy something engravable, and at some of the bigger tournaments you actually got £10, which we all accepted because it wasn't professional. But getting £5 and having to get something that could be engraved was a little bit difficult. It was mentioned at 20 I reached the last 16 at Wimbledon. If that had been today, that would have been worth 160,000 American dollars. So things have changed a little bit. Some of the winners of these major tournaments get $1 million or over $1 million for winning, and I just think that's quite wrong. I don't think any person, man or woman, is worth $1 million for playing for 2 weeks. Now I know they've put in hundreds, thousands of hours practicing and training and that sort of thing, but to earn that in 2 weeks is just wrong, I think. It's just gone overboard. Travel has changed a lot since I first represented New Zealand. I was chosen in 1947 for the Davis Cup team, and we played in the European zone. And to get there, we went by ship. That was 31 days on a ship, trying to keep fit or train. All you could do was walk or run around a ship. The ship we went on was quite a small ship, it only had 26 passengers. So it was very difficult to keep yourself as you wanted to be, and of course there's no way you could practice hitting a ball. Well, we'd go down on the lower deck and volley to one another with the ball, but it really wasn't practice at all, so it was very difficult. We arrived in England after 31 days, and then I think we had a couple of days practice, and the next thing we went off to Holland to have a practice match. We had a Davis Cup match against Norway coming up, so we had a short practice against Holland for 2 days, a practice match, which helped, but we'd been on a ship for 31 days, so we weren't in the negative form. However, we accepted that that was the way he did things, and I must say I did enjoy my experience at the school today, and also the new facilities that are there. I haven't seen the school for years and years, but I thought it was marvellous to see how it's developed over these years. It's great, and obviously you've got plans for more, which is great to hear too. Anyway, thank you for the invitation to be here tonight. As I say, I'm proud to be a King's High School Old Boy, and also I was given a presentation from the Old Boys Association today too. Thank you all for that too. So I hope you're enjoying your evening. You must have some nice nights here, but I'm very pleased to be with you. Thank you.